This Teraflex Rear Trackbar Bracket is for those of you that have a 2007 and up JK that has 2 to 6 inches of lift on it. If you have less than 2 inches of lift, this isn't going to work for you. But for what most of us have on our Jeeps lift-wise, 2.5, 3.5 inches of lift, this is going to be a really great option for you. This is going to be a track bar bracket that's going to install very easily, definitely a 1 out of 3 wrench installation. No drilling necessary for this installation. Again, very, very simple, and we'll talk more about that in just a second. Now, why do you need a track bar bracket at all? Well, when you have a lift on your Jeep, whether you're running a factory track bar or an adjustable track bar, by adding a track bar bracket, which moves the axle side mount of the track bar up a little bit, you're going to be changing your suspension geometry. So if you do have a factory track bar, adding this and moving the axle side mount up a little bit is going to help to recenter your axle a bit. But whether you have adjustable or fixed, again, this is going to help with what's known as your roll center. And what that really affects is how the Jeep handles, how it feels as you're going around corners. Of course, when you lift the vehicle up, you're changing the center of gravity. It can feel a little bit more tippy, a little bit more rolling when you are both on-road and off-road, but especially on-road when you're going around corners. This is going to help flatten out that track bar angle, which is going to help raise that roll center in conjunction with your higher lift, which is going to get it closer to where that center of gravity is, giving it a little bit more of a stock feel when you're going around corners on-road and when you're driving the Jeep off-road. Overall, this is going to be an incredibly well-built track bar bracket. There are going to be much smaller track bar brackets that are available that are just going to move the mounting hole up a little bit. The problem you can run into with those, and I had this issue on my TJ, is there's a lot of leverage on that point, and it'll eventually want to start loosening up that bracket, and you'll get a shimmy in the back of the Jeep. Things will just feel like they're all over the place. This is not going to give you that problem. This attaches in 3 different places onto the Jeep. It's going to attach in your factory track bar mount. It's going to also have a spot here where you're going to put a U-bolt around the axle tube itself, and then down here there's another mounting point down on the shock perch. So it's really going to attach in a bunch of different locations. It's going to be very strong. It's made of some very high quality materials, so you're not going to have to worry about this thing flexing and mounting. What I talked about before with roll center and adjusting for geometry, you're going to have 3 different heights that you can set your axle side track bar mount at, so that is going to allow you to really dial in that roll center and change the handling of the vehicle should you choose to. Now, even though this has a lot of options, it's very strong, it's very well built, has the adjustability built into it, it's not going to be crazy overpriced when you look at the world of rear track bar brackets for your JK. It's still going to be what, in my opinion, is a pretty fair price for all the features and the strength that you get from this. So like I said, this is designed to be one of the strongest rear track bar brackets on the market, so that it's not going to have any of that flex, even though there's a lot of weight and a lot of leverage at play when you are changing that track bar mounting point. It's going to be made of steel, covered in this powder-coated finish to help it resist any sort of rusting. Comes with all the hardware that you need to get it installed, and it's just a very stout piece designed to do a job, and it does it very well. For the installation, I am going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches, like I said before. Less than an hour to get this installed. All you have to do is remove your track bar from the axle side track bar mount. Then you can go ahead and attach this bracket. It is going to come with all the hardware, the crush sleeves, the U-bolts, everything that you need to get it installed. You'll set it in place, attach all of the hardware, and finally reattach your track bar into one of these 3 mounting holes. And you're going to be finished. Again, which one of these 3 holes you use is going to depend on your lift and how you want the Jeep to feel. I mentioned before that I think this bracket is fairly priced for the features and the strength that you're getting. This comes in at just over $100, and I really do think that's going to be a good deal for you. You can get other brackets that attach in a similar fashion in 3 different points that have some adjustability built into them. Some of those are going to be more expensive than this one is, which is another reason that I just think this is going to be a good deal. This is no frills, it's simple, it's strong, it's just designed to do a job that it does very well at a fair price. So if you've lifted your Jeep and you're looking for a rear track bar bracket, I definitely recommend taking a look into this one from Teraflex, and you can find it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.